with episode 3 of Movie Night, the podcast above all podcasts besides Joe Rogan. Welcome.
Zach, good to see you.
John, good to see you too, man. It's been too long. We went and saw Black Adam, and might I say, as all superhero movies are, disappointing. Okay, no.
I think that's a new
era.
Yeah, a new thing in superhero movies. Let me just start with this, Zach. Are we 10 to 20 years too late on starting a movie review podcast?
Definitely.
Yes. I mean, are we going to start with our rating for this movie?
I got mine.
I got mine too.
We'll find the average.
Yeah. So, is that we want to start, or I think we start with the ratings?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. You want to go first?
7.4.
6.6.
Yeah.
Wow, that was high.
I know.
That was not a good
movie. I'm just
movie.
too generous with the damn...
I mean, even 6.6, I was like, that movie, I mean, you wanted to
6.6,
leave.
that's crazy.
I didn't even want to leave. You were like,
I wanted to leave,
this
so
movie
it averages out to a 7.0, which I think is fair for this movie.
Okay,
you
that's
usually underlie. I usually go a little bit too high. Averages out fine.
It's just all been seen. I was on the way over here, I was like, has there been a good movie lately? And then I quickly thought, oh, the last movie I saw was Bullet Train, and that was
a beast
fantastic.
Movie.
So I guess they still exist. I think.
See, the part of me, there was a part of me that wanted to leave Bullet Train, but until it got into the movie, and then I was hooked.
Yeah,
this movie never got me hooked. I was like, let me leave.
That's just your Gen Z showing. You can't.
I'm a millennial.
You're on the brink of.
I know, but that 1996.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
It's a tricky year.
I could have left this one. I mean, not like actually like, oh, I want to.
I want my money back.
Yeah,
no, but I was just like, will this movie hurry up and be over?
Yeah, and there was one part where you're like, oh, this movie's about to end. This is going to end terribly, and you're like, I kind of hope it ends, but.
Also, what is this word up here that Black Adam accidentally said? Oops, no, I didn't mean to say that word.
I'm sure it was Shazam.
Yeah, I know. It was just a joke. This day and age, you never know.
After this episode of the cartoon, they actually made Black Adam black so he can say what he said.
But yeah,
all right.
I don't know about writing this one down, but we'll go.
All right, so I got my notes pulled up right out the gate. So there's several friends hanging out, just regular old Joes, not superheroes. And there's this one guy who right out the gate you just know is the bad guy,
Oh, yeah, I don't remember his name. I think it's like Alfonso.
Yeah, Alfonso, definitely bad,
that's his name.
And then I was like...
Oh, yeah, I mean, like, give me a little... give me a guess. Yeah. Like, I would have been like, yep, that's him.
Immediately, Alfonso has, like, nefarious looks all
over
the
his second face. They said crown, the dude just started, like...
Who's going to wear it?
Yeah.
And it's like, not you, Alfonso. So,
but I'm the descendant of the last king.
And then it got me thinking... Okay, so these people have been hanging out with this guy who's bad, and they're good people. Could you imagine just having a friend who's
got evil? Not even like if you got a friend that's like a dick.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that guy.
Everyone's got borderline dick friends, but like
probably my friends would probably say me. Damn it.
They might be like, yeah, I can see Zach being the evil guy.
No, not evil.
Yeah, I'm just like, how do you hang out with this evil guy?
Not evil. But he was. Yeah. And you could tell the whole time. I would have been like, yo, bro.
We aren't hanging out with you anymore.
I would have been like, yeah, we're not looking for the crown anymore. Yeah. That's what they should have said. And he would have been like, huh?
This crown was going to give him powers. And they're like, oh, yeah, let's show this evil friend of ours where the crown is.
Also, there was like 90 times, I understand morals and whatnot. But there are a lot of times where that mom could have put on that crown and just, I don't know if that's how it works.
I don't know.
Is it a descendant thing?
I think this movie was also confusing a lot of times. Not like super confusing. Not like I'm like, oh, what's going on? Not like an M. Night Shyamalan, but like a...
No twist.
I don't think this movie knows what it's even doing sometimes.
That's what I feel like superhero movies have about 3 hours of footage.
Yeah.
And then they cut the story and leave like some of the parts. And like, I get it. Anime is better about this, but
Oh yeah,
all
they
the fight
over-explain.
scenes, yeah, but all the fight scenes are like done in like 3 minutes. Like we
Oh,
build
so
up.
you like a huge fight scene?
I mean, I would like a little bit more.
Sometimes in the fight scenes, I'm like, I've seen it all. Just end the fight already. Beat
Really?
it up.
So
Yeah.
you like the build up?
Yeah, I like a lot.
So what do you look for in a superhero movie? A laugh?
Yeah.
I like a
basically.
laugh.
I'm Thor Ragnarok through and through.
And the Adam guy, I didn't like his sense of humor.
Did he even talk? I mean, did he even have
That's what I was thinking. Like you did not have like
any connection to The Rock?
no connection to the Adam dude or the tornado girl.
Oh, was she even in the movie? She just spun around a couple
I
times.
know, it would just be like them just
Dude, you've way overrated
flirty
this movie,
eyes.
because the more I think about it, I'm like,
yeah,
damn, it's
you know
just
what? I could take it back. I could go down to a 7.2. I don't know about a 6 though.
7's high.
I know, but I'm so scared to put something in the 6. Like a 6 is like open waters. Remember that movie? That shit was so
I'm
bad.
like, that's me.
It was like, this is based off of a true story, and then both people fucking die.
That was probably one of the worst movies of all time.
What?
That's in, like, yeah, one of the worst movies of all time.
Oh, man. Talk about worst movies of all time.
That's one of the worst movies of all time. One of the worst movies of all time.
Yeah, honestly, it really was.
Okay, then I got, there's this scene, like, when Black Adam first comes around.
There's so many slow-mos.
I said, I've seen this scene 1,000 times, where it's slow-mo, and he's, like, people are shooting him, and he's dodging everything. There's badass, like, retro music playing, and I'm like, oh my god, I've seen this
it's getting a little bit old.
Yeah, it's overrated. And it's funny because he's, like, you know, taking things they throw at him, and he's throwing them at other people.
Oh, and then it...
Yeah, and then
The
it all
time.
and
it's like...
happens all the time.
every time there's... But it's tough because, like, I had the same thought, but, like, I gave him the benefit of the doubt because it's tough to do a movie about, like, a speedster.
Well, yeah.
Like The Flash, if there's a new Flash movie, even though that dude's, like, kidnapping kids.
Yeah.
Like,
No, he's dead. He's done.
He's done.
He's done. That guy is
Let the
not
record
coming
be,
back.
he is not dead. He should probably be in prison, though. I don't know. That dude's a nut job.
Yeah, so I'm about tired of that, seen it 1,000 times. I think that, and I'm a huge fan of Marvel. I mean, I guess DC I've never been that big of a fan of. I did like Wonder Woman.
I like the Shazam.
Shazam slapped.
Wonder Woman 1, 1960, whatever.
I didn't.
Dumb.
I
Why did we bring Chris Pine back?
He died.
I know. Just leave them dead.
A regular man dies and you bring him back.
I don't even remember, like, I mean, I've only watched that movie once, and once was enough. Black Adam, honestly, people,
Once
don't
is-
go to the, once is enough. Don't go to the theaters to watch it.
Yeah, I would watch it at home. It's an at
You
home.
watch it again at home?
Ooh, I've seen Shazam again. I like.
But Shazam was really good.
Yeah, Wonder
and it
Woman
was
and
funny.
Shazam.
There's the sense of humor in Shazam was funny.
Way better because it's like kid sense of humor, but in an adult.
Yeah.
That was never before seen. That
It was
unique.
good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
but
this is bad.
there's a lot of movies that are just doing the same thing over and over again, and I'm starting to get tired of it.
Mm-hmm. Someone was saying, maybe it was like Steven Spielberg, that like the superhero movies are, you know, they're gonna die.
breed.
And I think that I'm
Hell, man. I mean,
after Endgame, even Marvel's like falling off. Has there
Well,
been anything?
Marvel's so woke now. We got to deal with 35 issues and still try and figure out a plot. Like, just, I get it, y'all. Whatever you want to do,
Do it.
You do.
But-
But leave it out of my show.
Yeah, I mean, every single one's got something.
Oh my gosh! And then this
First
is
gay
a
superhero,
tangent.
First woman with muscles superhero. First Muslim superhero. Hey, cool. You're a Muslim. You're gay. Whatever.
We don't have to bring it up. We're all just people, man.
Yeah, I would rather everyone just.
This is a tangent, but the funniest thing I noticed about the She-Hulk series.
I haven't even watched it because I've just given up on it.
Oh, I stopped watching it.
Yeah.
You know, Hulk has a son.
Oh my god!
They
No.
brought in. He's got a son.
Does he Hulk up?
He's only Hulk, I think.
He's green.
Yeah, he's big as
yoked?
bitch.
Oh.
No, it's pretty beast. But
I might
like
have to watch for that.
I know, but I can't even. Like, so the She-Hulk, it's all about like empowerment and stuff, and
Yeah.
then she's just banging every dude.
Ah.
Like, she like hooked up with a guy that she met on like Tinder. Mm-hmm. Goes on one date, and he's like, "So what do we do now?" And she's like, "Back to my place." And she's always the one initiating it, and it's always on the first date. And then I saw a clip. I haven't even
Disney
watched.
Plus.
Yeah,
Disney.
And it's like, oh, whatever. Women, do you.
Disney LGBTQ+.
And then they introduced Daredevil.
Oh, he's in that show.
Yeah, and she bangs him. And it was her initiating it. And I was like, bro, like,
you're kind of
pick
selling
a
me.
lane.
You're kind of selling me on the show.
And she twerked with Megan Thee Stallion. Did
Saw
you see
that?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God, not my superhero.
Yep. All right, back to Black Adam. Okay, so then I had that lady. I think she was like putting a team together. You know, the team of good guys.
I hate her.
Why do you hate her?
She's Suicide Squad. She's
That's what
super corrupt.
I thought. So she's bad. I thought she put
Well,
Suicide Squad to be good.
Nah, she's like...
I only saw Suicide Squad 1. I give up on DC quick.
Suicide Squad 2...
I heard it was pretty good.
Pretty good.
But I never got around.
Wasn't really... I'm not going to be like, you got to watch that movie.
So then they put together this squad by Viola Davis. She's in it for like all of 2 seconds. And we got James Bond. That he plays the gold-faced guy.
It's Dr. Fate, who's supposed to be hella OP. I don't know the strength level of Dr. Fate, but off of that tangent, there was a lot of things that I've seen from other DC things that I was like, that's not right. Like, this dude's taking his helmet on and off like crazy.
Oh, and he's supposed to be like locked in.
Yeah, like the fucking helmet controls it. The only way you could take off that helmet is if the helmet let you take off the helmet.
Oh, not this Dr. Fate.
And also, they made Hawkman like this OP MFer.
Is he not?
I don't know. I mean, I never thought he was going toe to toe with Black Adam for a little bit too long.
Oh no,
like Black Adam.
No, I disagree. He got creamed him like every single time. He kept on trying to fight him. It was like
he went toe to toe with the Devil Dude for a second.
It reminded me of like Zorro fighting the guy with the tiny sword. You know, like. I mean, he was getting creamed the whole time.
So you think that The Rock was just like you're a goofball?
Yeah. But I will say this. I thought about, what's the Eagle guy's name?
Hawkman.
Hawkman. He was way cooler than the guy with wings in Marvel. That was one of my takeaways. The guy who I can't stand, Anthony Mackie.
Oh, Anthony Mackums. I mean, put Hawkman. I know.
Dude,
something about Anthony Macks.
I think it's the actor. I can't stand him.
Oh,
that actor was kind of cool. And
even like his they have this little like rat attack going with like every interview. They're just like douching Tom Holland. I don't even like him in interviews, and I'm not like
terrible.
a Tom Holland stan. I don't really care, but.
Anthony Mackie, there's just something about you, dude. I mean, come on the pod.
It was you gotta
come on the pod. We'll have you on anytime.
Yeah,
and
we love you.
We'll hash things out.
No, but it probably started with the Black Clover episode.
Oh, Black Mirror.
Oh yeah, Black Clover. That's an anime.
No, I did not like him in that, but I already didn't like him.
Yeah, it was so weird.
The guy who played the Hawk guy was in a Black Mirror episode too.
Oh yeah,
I'm positive, but I can't remember the episode.
No, I mean those they run together. It's crazy.
So Viola Davis puts together this group.
That's her name.
Yeah, that's her name in real life. So she puts together Goldface, who is Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate.
Eagleface, who is
Hawkman.
Tornado Girl.
Don't know her.
And Ant-Man. Ant-Man.
His name is Atom. Atom.
So there's Adam and Adam. Oh, hate that. So there's Black Adam, and then there's White Adam.
Atom. Yeah, it's just. It's spelled differently, but yeah.
All right, so she puts them together, and then they're called.
And they're whack because you only see them for like 10 minutes.
And they're called.
I would have much rather just had a whole movie about Black Adam.
Oh yeah.
And it might not have been good. Sorry.
Yeah. I also, off that point, I hate good guys fighting good guys. The only time it worked was Civil War. Good movie.
I like the anti-hero thing that, like, Black Adam should have been sort of like Deadpool. Not like the style of humor, which I'm kind of already sick of that, because, like, Ryan Reynolds has a lane. Everybody's got to...
Zach can't stand Ryan Reynolds.
I love Ryan Reynolds.
You have had a thing against Ryan Reynolds because you say he's always the same character.
He's always the same character. Anything that he writes for... Yeah, it's a good character, but it's like I could predict jokes in that. Oh, off of that, it's like at the start of the movie, they're like Black Adam gets hit with Eternium. Just use the cup holder. Oh, you can put it on that table. But so he uses Eternium, whatever it's called, the thing that can hurt Black Adam. And they don't get into any of that, which I mean they didn't need to. Like, okay, the dude just got a scar. Like, apparently Eternium is good, but they waste their time. And DC does the worst about introducing characters. It's like, oh, we got all these guys. Like Marvel spent 20 years building up to a point where there was a movie with every single one of them. 20 years is an exaggeration.
No, it's not. I mean,
for the first Avenger
like
movie,
15 or so.
It might have been like, yeah.
It was a long time.
But they built up these characters to where you have a relationship with all of them. In Marvel, I mean, there was nothing wrong with Marvel back in the day. I mean, that shit was beautiful.
It was great up until Endgame, then it started to deteriorate. Too many things.
I liked
Thor?
Ten Rings guy. Starts with an S. I don't know. I can't think of it.
Who's guy?
I don't want to say it, but if I'm talking about his ethnic background, he's an Asian man.
Oh, 10 Rings.
Yeah, but what's
10 Rings was Beast?
Shang-Chi.
The name of the movie was 10 Rings.
Nah, Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings, something like that, probably.
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, like they built up these characters, and whether you like them or not is up to you. Because Captain Marvel, I don't like her very much.
But they worked on building her up.
But they built her up, so at least they got that going for her.
Yeah, these characters just show up out of the blue. I mean, she put up a team together of 4 people.
Oh, who we got? Oh, we got this, and this. And then it's like, okay, well, they're going to fight. Get out there. And then
I immediately die, or at least one of them. Spoiler.
Oh, that was funny. Huh? Well, if they're watching this, it's all spoilers.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, okay. Also, what I was getting to was, so they put together a squad of 4 randos, and then Viola Davis. They go by the Justice Society.
Oh, lame.
What a ripoff.
Oh, my gosh.
That's
don't use Justice.
Yeah, that's the JV squad.
I know. Like, if you got the Justice League, don't be like... And they're like, at one point, they're like, they need the Justice Society. And we're like, no, we don't.
There's a scene in Thor Ragnarok when she goes, what are we going to call ourselves? And he goes, the Revengers. And it's a joke.
Yeah.
You know, it's like... Oh,
that movie was okay.
Thor Ragnarok?
Oh, Ragnarok. Oh.
Yeah, no.
Talk about a 9-something.
Yeah.
That was a good fucking movie.
I'm saying the girl in Thor's squad says, what are we going to call ourselves? And he goes, the Revengers. And it's a joke.
And it's funny. And we laugh.
They call themselves the Justice Society.
But it's supposed to be serious.
And it's not.
No, it's like...
it's laughable.
Oh my gosh, it's disgusting. That leads me to one of my notes. So Black Adam gets hit, and he gets cut at the start, and then he flies away, and then he crashes down, and then he's sparking with lightning.
Yeah.
And then the girl goes, her brother goes, oh, don't pick him up. And then she goes, well, you pick him up. You're the electrician. It's just jokes like that, man, that I'm like, I just don't even care. I don't even want to laugh at this.
What did you hate so much about that?
I don't know. It's just like that joke that I'm like, ugh.
Just didn't sit with you right.
I know, but he made another electrician joke that was kind of funny.
That slapped. I actually wrote that's the funniest part of the movie.
Really?
Yeah. I think
okay, see, so, I mean, but I didn't like that joke.
Well, that was just, it's overplayed. It's one of those overplayed jokes.
Oh, it was like Ant-Man, like everything, dude. Keep throwing those disc at people, and then, like, the Thomas the Train would pop up.
How many times do I gotta see this
shit? I know, it's like, come on, man. We get it. He can make things larger.
They need to just stop making so many, and I mean, this is back to Marvel, because DC's just out of the game.
DC is drowning.
And Marvel is making themselves drown by just popping them out, like not even giving a care about what happens. They know that you freaking idiots are gonna keep watching their dumb shit. Well, guess what?
And I am on the rope. But I'm
not watching.
I'm starting to fall off, bro.
Falling off.
The first show that I have not completely watched week to week has been She-Hulk, and I'm not saying they're all winners. Loki was a winner.
Loki was a winner.
Loki was not even low-key a winner.
That was high-key a winner. They might have to change his damn name.
I know. That's a winner.
WandaVision, winner.
Winner. Subpar, not subpar. It was good.
Yeah.
That's a winner.
Captain America and...
Loser.
I
mean, the only way I would have possibly liked Anthony Mackums is if he got the super soldier serum. And I mean, sure, he got a vibranium suit.
Sure.
Sure.
You know what? The problem with that is Winter Soldier needed to be the next Captain America. He was cool.
He was dope, and like I mean, I don't know if that's. I think comic book accurately.
I think he becomes it one time.
Yeah, but I think Anthony Mackums was next in line.
He sucks.
I was okay with him becoming Anthony. Like I was cool with him becoming Captain America, but they just didn't do it very good.
No.
And damn, there's one shred of hope, and this is from the comics. You know that old
Is
dude?
the hope that Anthony Mackie dies?
No. You know the older black dude that was in the series?
Beast.
And he was like the first super soldier serum. Yeah. You don't want nothing to do with this.
This country didn't love you. You don't love it back. Yeah, he's a beast.
Yeah, he was Beast. And apparently, Mackums, because he's just about as worthless. I know what his name is. He's about as worthless as just a dude with wings.
He's a can of soup.
Which is what I thought Hawkman was before this whole journey.
Yeah.
But he needs a blood transfusion.
Uh-oh.
And then old man
Jenkins.
I don't know about that. He gives him one. And then it gives Mackums the power.
This is a thing that happens?
I mean, I hope to goodness it happens because I don't want to hate him so much.
Yeah, something needs to save Anthony Mackie from my just dislike of him.
I mean, I don't even really hate Hawkeye like that.
Yeah. Okay. Also, my next note. I already talked about how the guy with wings in DC is way cooler than Marvel. Then I had that the guy who's Ant-Man, who's DC's Ant-Man.
Yeah.
He had a Jimmy Neutron suit on with a Deadpool mask. His mask was such a Deadpool ripoff.
I don't think that's even comic accurate. Because there's all these DC television shows, and the dude's got like a mask over his face, but it's like a glass mask.
He was blue Deadpool. I mean, he had a blue face.
And that guy just said dumb shit the whole time.
He was such a, what's the word? Simp.
Oh yeah, I mean like.
Oh my god,
yeah.
He was like all about the
only
girl, and that was like
they were in every single scene together, and the only thing they did was give them sexual tension throughout. And like they told the actors, like, okay, say your lines, but make it seem like you're horny, and then, and that was what the whole damn thing was, bro.
My God, you're good at science. My God, you can grow big, and you still like my science. But my God, you can turn into a tornado. It was like, what is this?
We get it.
You guys like each other. Gah.
Bang already.
Oh, dude. So my next note is hilarious. I was saving this for the show. I went to refill my popcorn, so this is not movie related.
Okay.
And this high schooler was...
John eats a lot of popcorn.
Yeah, so I ate my large free popcorn for my birthday, and the guy that refilled my popcorn said, "Yo, suck my ball sack, yo." He was to another guy that he was working with, right in front of my face.
What did you do?
I was like,
did you laugh?
Oh, I was dying laughing.
There is this kid that's hilarious.
Yo, suck my ball sack, yo. He said,
yo,
like,
suck
clear
my
as day.
ball sack, yo.
And I was like, oh, I'm gonna save that for the pod.
Yeah, I'm gonna save that in my word bank. Yeah. I'm gonna keep that for later.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that for sure.
I was gonna make a joke about that kid because, like, when you like showed your your coupon or whatever on your phone to him, I was gonna make a joke to him that he couldn't even see it because did you remember his hairdo? It wasn't the same kid.
Oh, I mean that. Kid.
It was this comb over down to his nostrils, like the kid was tickling his own nose with his dew.
There would be no way I could recognize that guy the first time his bangs went into his mouth. I mean, he had no face.
I know he had no face. Old mop head. That was hilarious. I thought all the kids were just getting perms today, curling it up, putting it up there.
What are kids doing these days?
I don't know. I don't want to
They're
know.
sucking each other's ball sack,
I know. Kids are terrifying.
Oh my God, this kid was like 16.
Oh, also, I mean, the kid with the skateboard, I like the kid.
That was my next note. I said, skateboarding is still badass. Love to see it.
I know, but it was like, I was like, the whole time as like a person that skated, I was like, I mean, I skated for like,
A person that skated.
I skated for like
What
10
did you
seconds.
do?
We're getting spammed in the chat by like, find love in your town today.
69
I need it. No, but so that kid was just doing crazy shit with that skateboard, and I was like, blasphemy.
What was he doing that was so beast? I just like to see him riding it around.
I know, like when he was going down the stairs and stuff. I don't know. I don't have an exact example. I'm envious.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I mean, what, could you ever pop shove it?
I probably successfully pop shove like once or twice. The most monumental thing I've done on a skateboard was go down a hill too fast and destroy my knees in front of people. God, nothing more embarrassing than just eating shit, bleeding down to your ankles.
Oh, I could name so many.
I'm fine.
You want to know the most embarrassing thing you can do?
What?
Break a chair in front of people.
Yeah, but also like I think that's a good reason, but it also depends on what you look like.
Oh, like if you're fat?
Like if you break a chair, and people would be like, "There's something wrong with the structural integrity of that chair." But bro, if you break a chair and you're pushing 300 or you're over,
That's gotta hurt.
then it's like
Hey,
that fat son of a bitch just broke a chair.
I'm a big dude. I'm not necessarily a fat dude, and I've broken several chairs.
Several?
At least two.
Nuh-uh.
And it hurts every time.
Oh, so it's embarrassing still.
It's so embarrassing.
I had, and I'm not going to say any names because, like, I still feel bad.
It's so embarrassing.
I still feel bad to this day, and I was in middle school. But there was a plus sized woman in my grade, and I saw her fold a desk. I mean, like that shit was as flat as a piece of paper by the time she was done with it. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you and say that I felt bad at the time because I was probably a little dickhead.
Yeah.
But now, looking back,
you would have laughed.
I hope I handled it with grace. But I'm sure I did not.
And her name was Grace.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you could probably guess the name, but I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh, also, The Rock.
Yep.
Oh, no, The Rock's son, Harut, gives his powers to his father. And I'm sorry, Dad, but I don't care if you are hanging on by one thread. If I... Oh, God.
I hear you.
I might give it to... Damn it. I mean, if it could save my dad's life. But, like, The Rock was fine.
And then what immediately happens to Harut?
He takes an arrow to the heart.
And he could have lived, and he was the nation's hero.
Oh my gosh, and The
my
Rock was
God.
just an anti-hero, a
Oh
jerk.
my God. Now that you mention that, can we talk about how shrimp dick The Rock is without his CGI muscles?
Oh, it was so funny.
I had no idea he looked like that.
Without his CGI muscles.
It turns out he's just a regular
Oh, he's
guy.
just a little tiny guy.
You guys should see The Rock in real life.
Oh yeah, The Rock is not as big as you think, people.
You've been bamboozled.
It was like Chris Evans. You remember how skinny he was?
Yeah, and then
All of a sudden they
CGI
CGI'd his muscles on.
It's
We know.
Yeah, we know you're.
We know
shrimp
what
dick,
you're
Chris.
doing. Oh, but man, this movie, the more we talk about it, I feel like I gotta give the ratings at the end.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll give our ratings at the beginning, like we did, and then we'll talk about it, and then we'll reassess.
Because it ain't getting any better.
Next I have that, the stay away from electricity was the best joke. So, Goldface, Dr. Fate, could see the future, and
Okay, keep going.
so he's like, he can tell when people are gonna die, and this, like, the fat guy, who's just a regular Joe, gets shot.
I wouldn't want to know.
You wouldn't want to know how he died?
No.
Me neither. But anyways.
If it was like stay away from dogs, and then you were just scared of.
Oh,
dogs.
that would be terrible.
Yeah.
I guess it depends. If it's like you die of old age, don't
Like
worry
sick.
about it. Yeah, you're gonna be fine. Then, hey man, only tell me if it's something that is gonna happen regardless.
Yeah.
I don't want to be scared of dogs my whole life. That was terrible.
Ever heard of cancer?
So the big fat guy gets shot, and he goes to Dr. Fate, and he's like, "Is this how I die?" And he's like, "No." And he's like, "Well, what happens?" And he's like, "Well, just stay. Let me just tell you to stay away from electricity." And the guy's like, "I can't. I'm an electrician."
Yeah.
And the way they do,
I would change my.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The uncle was the funniest character. I mean, they tried to make Adam funny. He wasn't funny.
The funniest character is in it for like 2 seconds.
And he was the funniest character.
Yeah, so I guess
Well,
that
that's what
says
it'd
a
be.
lot about the movie.
I mean, DC just doesn't shoot for comedy, and I mean, unless it's like Christian Bale type Batman, I really don't want it to be like.
Ever since The Dark Knight, they've been focused on being dark.
Yeah, like if you like the Batman,
that ain't gonna work.
The Batman movie was okay. I've slept through it every time I tried to watch it.
I like the Batman.
You haven't finished it.
I was very close.
He didn't even finish it.
Took me like 2 times, and I think I might have finished it on my 3rd time. I think I've seen it all. The second time was really close.
Yeah, I mean, like Robert Pattinson's fine.
Unless you get
he's an
Christopher
okay
Nolan,
Batman.
don't sit here and try and be dark the whole time. Marvel had a algorithm that they were nailing. Okay, a little bit of comedy, a little bit of love, a little bit of action.
Bam.
And then they had a lot of things that they tied together that always
Oh,
sucked. Whenever
yeah.
they'd pull one back from 10 movies, you're like, oh my god.
It's that guy.
That was sick.
Oh,
They don't
that's
do
the
that in this
Iron
shit.
Man
They bring in new characters, and you're like, well, nothing new.
I don't even know you.
Yeah. Who
And you
the hell
expect me
are
to
you?
care if you died? Honestly, bro,
Oh yeah, like you know what?
the
Marvel-
Hawkman thing, I almost wanted him to die because I thought it would have been just so funny because of how they set it up.
That was the funniest
That
part.
that was what I was saying.
Was that supposed to be funny?
No, but I was dying, bro.
Yes.
I mean, like, maybe,
They
but,
kept
like,
on doing this thing where Dr. Fate. I don't think it was supposed to be funny, but they kept doing this thing where like Dr. Fate was like,
Hawkman's like, hey, man, listen, what's going on?
he's like, someone's gonna die, aren't they? And he's
Who,
like,
Adam?
and he's like, no, and he's like, me?
Tornado Girl?
No,
Oh, God.
maybe.
And then it's like, by the end of it, it's like, yeah, bro, you're about to die. And then the guy's like, good, you should have told me earlier. I want to die.
I love to die.
I know, he was so eager. Like,
It's like,
Dr.
dude,
Fate
you're-
put that barrier up, and he was like, let me die!
You're like 35, bro.
You know what's funny? Hawkman, this is something I've seen from a DC show. Hawkman has a counterpart, and it's a girl. Hawk Girl. I don't know.
Who came up with that?
That's what. So they're like
Tandem. Little dynamic. dude.
Egyptian prince and princess, or king and queen, and they're eternally bound to each other. And every time they die, they'll both die, and then they have no it's fate, and they'll reconvene and they'll get back together, and then they'll just start over, and they won't have their memories. I mean, this is all off of a DC show, but I mean, like, if anyone wants to fact check me on this.
No wonder he wanted to die.
Yeah, he was like, please, my lady's already dead. Kill me so I can start over. But they just keep getting reincarnated. And there's like one guy that's trying to kill him. I don't know. Why would you keep trying it to keep getting
You know what annoys me is like, and this is in several superhero movies, is when they get pissed at a guy for killing people. So many, like, some people kill people, some people don't, and then occasionally they'll be like, you shouldn't kill people. And then they'll all get pissed at him and fight him. That was the whole premise.
Heroes don't kill.
Batman does.
No, he doesn't.
I think the new one does, doesn't he?
No, he just knocks bitches out.
I mean, he knocks them out hard. They
I
can
mean,
die.
like, we sit back and we act like these people aren't dying. but every MFer, I mean, I'm sure, I mean, they say Spider-Man pulls his punches. You gotta hit some dude in the temple one time and just knock that bitch out for life.
Yeah, even the people in this movie that were like, Black Adam, don't kill people, and they just absolutely rock 'em, sock 'em, bock 'em to people, and you're going to tell me none of those folks die?
Black Adam killed all those people.
Oh, he
I mean, he
them.
killed the first scene of Black Adam was him grabbing a dude by the neck, lifting him up, and transforming his body from skin to bone to dust. Like, he just kept lightning striking him until he was over.
The movie wasn't great, but I think Black Adam had potential.
I liked him.
Yeah.
I would like to see The Rock and Shazam in a movie.
Can we
But
just admit
shut up.
killing people is cool?
I mean, to an extent.
Yeah, if he's a bad guy, what are we going to do? Let the justice system take care of him? No! End him!
Justice Society.
Yeah, the Justice Society.
Everybody
no.
needs the Justice Society, yeah.
Hey,
right.
let's let him rot in a prison. No, just fucking decapitate him like Black Adam would, and then you're good to go. Don't have to worry about that guy no more.
Also, why the hell did so they got the guy, it was like, if you die to live, that thing.
Yeah.
And the descendant ends up going to the demon hangout, where all the demons hang out, and then they're like, say the word, and he's like, Mazam. Like, he just says, like, whatever the hell he says.
Shazam backwards.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. But then, why the hell did that not happen to the first king?
That's a great point.
Like, he died by the power of Shazam, which was their whole point. Mm-hmm. Why didn't we have this fight 5,000 years ago?
Okay, and then that...
And how did The Rock know English?
That brings me to, like, I guess my main question about the whole thing. So, Black Adam is Shazam. Like, I mean, he says Shazam, he has powers. But there's also Shazam. How many Shazams are there going to be?
Look at these Shazams. I mean, like, in the left corner. The Shazam has, like, all of his orphan siblings.
Yeah,
all Shazams.
All of his friends were Shazam. But Shazam seems more powerful than, like...
Them.
Than who?
Than his siblings?
Oh, I just mean Shazam seems more powerful than, like, Superman. So there's, like, infinite Shazams that are OP. Like, because he could kill all those people. So there's a billion Shazams that are OP?
No. I think Shazam, there was a table of 7 that Shazam had, and he just happened to have 7 orphan. I got to pee so bad. All right, I'm going to hold this thought. John, you entertain them. If you guys ask enough, he will sing for you, I promise.
All right, well, hopefully Zach hurries back. So, now where was I? Oh, I wish Zach was here because I was going to talk about how they play Power by Kanye West, and that song still slaps. They were all hanging out. They were going to kill the bad guy, get the kid back, and Power by Kanye West comes on, and it is an absolute banger. I mean, he's killing folks to it, and I already bitched about how they do the whole slow motion, old song that slaps, and they do that again, but this time it hits because it was Power by Kanye. I was just talking about how...
Talking to who?
Talking to myself. I mean, I didn't know you were going to ruin the pod. Like
I had to pee. I was holding it since the start. I mean, that sounds like I should have peed before. 5 minutes into this podcast, I had to pee desperately.
What I just mentioned was how I was bitching about this earlier about slow-mo and like beating people up to music, but Power by Kanye West changed my whole tune on that because they play Power by Kanye West.
For one of them?
Yeah, and it hits.
I mean...
That's never not going to hit.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Kanye. What a wise man.
Oh, and you mentioned this to me while we were watching the movie. Okay, so he goes in, Power by Kanye West. He leaves all of his squad, beats everyone up. Then they're there, the kid.
I don't even remember Power.
Okay, well, you were, like, confused at the beginning of the movie. I was like, have you been watching?
I didn't think it was the same black guy, but I'm sure it was. Like, the ancient guy that gave Shazam his powers was the same that gave... But, I mean, like, how fucking old are these people?
He's ancient.
Yeah.
I think ancient just goes back to the beginning of time.
Okay.
When they say ancient, it's like since forever.
Yeah, but then he died, didn't he? He died right after he gave Shazam his powers.
I think this is pre-Shazam.
He looked rough. Yeah, this was 5,000 years ago.
Not
You're telling me this
not
guy...
not the present day movie. Not Black Adam, not the movie.
Black Adam got his powers 5,000 years ago,
Yeah.
and that's when that guy was there.
And he looked rougher then.
Nah, he looked okay. He looked pretty good.
Wait, so Black Adam and Shazam, does Black Adam happen before Shazam?
Way before.
No. When he comes back to life in this movie.
Present day, same as Shazam. They're both in the same timeline now.
Okay.
Which is cool because we might see them both together. But also, I mean, DC, you got to pick a lane. How many frickin' Batmans have we had? How many frickin' Jokers have we had? I don't even know which one I like the most. It's Heath Ledger. That's a fact. But he's dead.
He ain't coming back.
He's not coming back, DC. And I mean, Joaquin Phoenix
movie slapped.
I love that. But do I want Joaquin Phoenix as a full-time Joker?
In a musical with Lady Gaga?
What?
That's the next Joker. Joker 2. You don't look excited about it.
I mean, that just I don't know what the hell that means, but it pisses me the hell off.
Okay. Where'd my notes go? Anyways.
Oh, shit.
This is what I was getting to. So, they're all going to get the bad guy who has the kid on the skateboard. And Black Adam comes out. They're creating a plan. He comes out to Stronger by Kanye West. Beats everyone up. Then they get
everybody hates on Kanye, but then once they need Stronger in a movie, they're like, listen, he's not even that crazy.
Where's Kanye? Yeah. So he beats everyone up to Stronger. They all get in there. They're looking at the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
And then the mom gives the bad guy the crown that he wants for her son.
Doesn't work.
No, he's still going to kill the son. Then all of a sudden, the bad guy's behind this shield. And the shield disappears.
You know, I had qualms with this.
You brought it up, and I wrote it down.
I brought it up, but I understood why he did it now.
Why the shield? Oh,
he wanted
to die.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, my bad. He wanted to die.
Yeah,
Turns out he wanted to die.
Yeah, so he was setting this whole thing up. I mean,
he had to go to hell for the hell demons to make him the king demon that would cream all the other demons and become king.
He just turned into a big devil.
Okay, I forgot that was the whole point.
The kid could have never gotten caught in that the air vent. I mean, that kid had the coolest setup of all time. It was like PB&J Otter.
Yeah, but the guy saw him go down the air vent.
Yeah, also they should have found him earlier. But if they hadn't found him at that point, bro, I figured that they
should have found him, but they should have found him earlier.
I mean, if they didn't find him then they should have found him now.
You know what?
And also, you could do this, crawl up the air vent a bit, and then just
oh yeah, I got what you're
hover.
Saying. Yeah. You know,
how the fuck did he
starfish out?
Yeah, how did he get that air vent? I mean, we all did it as kids. You used to climb up the door trim.
I think it was
and you would scoot your way up the door trim. That was so much fun.
I think it was more of a trash chute.
Nah, you don't put trash. There was an air vent at the bottom.
Why was it behind his dresser?
Yeah, I know, and the dresser whole setup. I mean, we
it didn't make any sense.
They don't explain anything.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. I mean, definitely didn't make.
The kid just had a freaking PB&J Otter slide out of his room into the hallway, and it was 2 stories down. How did he slide that far?
Every kid's dream.
Oh man!
If you saw a PB&J Otter, you definitely wanted to slide into your kitchen. You know what?
That's such a memory that's locked in on me because I mean, I haven't seen that in 20 years, but I know what that is.
I bet no one on here has.
Oh, I mean, if I posted that,
I feel
to
like
TikTok,
you only know it because you have older siblings.
PB&J? I'm 1996, bro. I'm not trying to diss all the other years, but we are the best.
It's only because you have older siblings. If you're 1996 and you're the oldest sibling,
but I experienced everything just faster. I experienced the Game Boy. I experienced smartphones. I experienced 9/11.
Good for you. No, I mean when someone wasn't born for 9/11, I'm like, ooh, yeesh. Ugh. Seriously? You weren't even around for that?
You don't know the turmoil I went through, boy. I was 4 years old. I don't remember. I have vague memories, and I'm like,
Mrs. Gunn's class. I just remember the teachers being real weird, and all the kids being like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, that's pretty much what my experience
class,
is.
and I was like, "What is going on?" And then we went to church. Everyone was crying. I was like, What?
Guys, somebody, please, someone please tell me what's going on.
And that was 9/11 from the perspective of a 6-year-old.
Yeah, and I was 4, so I was like, "Are we gonna play later?" Oh man, but yeah, 9/11.
Oh, okay. So I just wrote down in my notes, and it was after that part when he intentionally puts down the shield, and I just wrote down, I need an explanation of what just happened because I was so confused. So he saves the kid, the guy like dies, and everything seems like on their side, and then the Rock like goes out back and they shoot him in the head, basically. You know, like why were they so pissed at the Rock and had to put him down to sleep? You know, like when they bury him
In the water thing?
Yeah, like there was like he goes out there and he's like, yeah, actually my son's the statue. My son was the beast guy.
I think the reason they did that, I think it was at the start of the movie they said, we need him to say Shazam and then we'll detain him. And then he almost kills that lady's son who he wants to bang.
How did he almost kill him? He saved him.
He was too enraged with his lightning.
Oh, so he shocked the son?
Yeah, they said he didn't get shot, and the Rock was like, that was me.
Oh, okay. I didn't even realize the son was like...
So I think the Rock was like, oh man, I almost killed this kid. I gotta...
okay. Thank you. I'm glad I got my explanation.
Yeah, see, so, I mean, like, some of it, I mean, like, they had some things that made sense. John didn't pay attention to him. He was too busy eating his popcorn, but...
Yeah, so
apparently I was confused at the beginning.
Then they take the Rock underwater and they detain him. And I'm certain Aquaman's about to show up because they're underwater. I mean, it's DC.
Should've.
Yeah, they should have just like had him like...
Or...
What's her name?
Why can I not think of her name? Like
Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard.
Amber Heard.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was dying for an Amber Heard show.
Oh my god, I actually think it would have been all time if Amber Heard was in this movie and she was just like guarding that gate, and they just paid her like $10 an hour to do it.
Johnny Depp got like a $350 million deal. He said, "I will never work for Disney again," and they were like, "How about for $300 million?" And he was like, yeah.
That is way more than people get paid. In fact, I looked it up.
What are you talking about? That's like...
No, but I mean like actors. You know how much like an actor gets paid for a movie?
Like $1 million if they're cool.
Like a peak is like 20 mil.
Yeah, I mean like...
Like The Rock probably made like 25 mil for this movie.
Yeah, and he's a big name.
Yeah.
But like RDJ, I think he was making like 70 mil by the end. Like they just sheckled out 8 RDJs.
I think when you're like in a movie franchise and then it's like, well, we can't recast you, and then you're like, you can't.
Well, it's been
me.
10 movies, yeah,
like,
and then you're like, we're gonna have a talk on this next
you give
movie.
me 70 mil for this next movie. What are you gonna put in, damn Joe Schmo as
and
Iron
they
Man?
couldn't do it.
No.
Oh man, I mean like the power you have.
Oh yeah, easy.
Tom Holland has so much power. You know who doesn't have I mean, he's got some power.
The fat Asian guy.
Anthony Mackums.
Oh, no power.
They would be like, bro, they'll do Iron Man 1 to him with Warhammer. War Machine.
War Machine. Oh, and you're just saying like completely recast him?
I don't know.
I was talking about the guy in the chair. What's his name? In
Charles
Spider-Man?
Xavier?
No, the big Asian.
Ned.
Is it Ned?
Yeah, it's Ned.
He was on a late night talk show saying, yeah, we've actually talked and we actually don't want to do another Spider-Man movie.
He said that?
Yeah. Who's
asking you?
Yeah, who's we?
That's the only reason I like the... Oh, man, if they don't do another Spider-Man, I'll be pissed.
It's one of the best ones.
I want to see Spider...
Get lost, Ned. We'll have you on the show, whatever your real name is.
Honestly, Ned, whenever you want to show up, bro, we're about to be huge.
We got you on the pod, but, like, what the hell are you talking about? You're in... I'm not going to say...
I also, I get it. You know what? That was my dog. I get it, man. So, actors are different. Sometimes they want to express themselves in other projects. But if you get the deal of a lifetime and you're sitting on a bag, you better sit there and eat that bag until the bag runs out. Let Marvel kill you. Do not kill yourself. It's so stupid, man. Like
I agree. And here's the thing about that guy is these actors think, oh, I got big. Maybe I can do something else. Nah,
It's not that. The
he's
grass
not doing
is not always greener, brother.
That guy's not doing
He's
anything.
He's in a, he got kind of skinny.
Yeah, I know. He's the skinny Asian guy now.
Do you,
He's in some weird vampire
show. That's all I was talking
He's
about.
not doing anything
And
bigger.
it's like, I think it's on cable.
He's never getting bigger than what he's doing on Spider-Man. And another thing is,
Just take the bag!
It's bigger than you. You know what? They're paying you well. We like these movies.
We like you, dude.
Yeah, we like you in these movies. Just
shut the hell up.
Just do it. Just do it. I mean, it's bigger than you. They should sign a contract for like, oh, you gotta do like 4 movies. God forbid.
4, man. I mean, if you're signing, I would not sign for any more than like 3 movies.
So now you're taking the other side.
No, I'm saying that
they've already been in like 4 or 5 movies.
I'm not taking the other side, but signing on for more than like I would sign. I would be committed for 10 movies.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't tell them that.
I'd sign on for as many movies, but you gotta change the pay.
Oh yeah, like I'm not signing a contract for 10 movies and be like $1 million a movie. I'd be like, you can go far.
I'll commit to 10 movies. I'll commit to
25. Put me in a Marvel movie.
To 50 movies.
I don't care.
But the first movie is the only one that I want the pay written down on.
Yeah, and then
you pay
the
me
second
$10
movie,
million the first movie. Next movie we're talking 15. Then we're talking 20.
Double
now
it.
Inflation.
Double
we're
it.
talking 35.
Double it.
Yeah.
Double it.
Now just shut up, Ned.
Ned,
Your vampire show
come
ain't
on,
going
man.
nowhere. I don't even know what it's
not
called.
even popular. I just know that you're a vampire,
that shit
bro.
just pissed me off. I can't even believe you were on a late night talk show.
He deserves a late night talk show.
But then again, Ned, come on the pod. We'd love
Seriously, Ned, we love you, man.
We love you, man. We love you. I mean,
we got nothing but good words from you.
Yeah, the reason we're pissed is because we love you.
Well, I know. We want to see you in that movie, man. Yeah. We want to see you get skinny and be the hobgoblin. I think that's what it's called.
Come hobgobble all around.
Yeah. Don't hobgobble around us, though, bro.
We don't swing that way.
This is a very controversial podcast.
Oh, and then on top of
Don't hobgobble around us. Oh man, we're gonna be. I got too many clips right now.
Oh, and then my last note was on top of the Amber Heard thing that she should have been in that movie, which would have just been hilarious.
It would have been so funny. I almost want to see her in everything.
She would have been in anything. She owes Johnny Depp $1 billion.
She owes like
I think like $10 million or something.
No, but she also pledged. That was one of the big things in the trial.
Oh, that pledge ain't going nowhere.
I know she ain't giving no money to the children, bro.
I pledged it. Have you given it? I pledged it.
I pledged it. I believe those are the same things. Have you given the money?
My dog got stung by a bee.
I got sued by Johnny Depp. That was 10 months later. I pledged it.
Yeah, she's something. Okay.
I love her. She pooped on a bed.
That's all.
That's a woman I'd marry. Slap me around, Amber Heard.
But I was saying, so she should have been in this movie. She should not be in Aquaman 2. You'd have to pay her too much. You know who should replace her? Johnny Depp. That would be hilarious.
I don't even...
DC, you want to do something right?
Make Aquaman gay.
Yeah.
Or just don't even mention it.
Yeah, don't mention it.
Just like, Johnny Depp is Hera now.
Yeah.
That's her name.
Okay, he's Hera now.
Hera.
He could totally be...
He can play it off, shave the goatee, the mustache, whatever he's got.
What's that show we hate? With the girl who...
it's called like Dave or something.
Oh my god, Dave.
I don't know if y'all remember
where
this.
Where this 40-year-old chick plays an 18-year-old boy and no one talks about it.
You know, it's Allie from New Girl, right?
Yes.
Ugh.
Man, see? That's what's going to happen to you, Ned. You're going to take a fall like Allie from New Girl.
If I would have read that shit as an actor, I would have been like, y'all are trying to ruin my career.
Oh my god.
Unless they're paying me like Friends money towards the end, like $1 million an episode, which I'm sure she probably got like a thumbs up and a pat on the back.
Dude, I don't think that showed. I mean, once I saw, they were force feeding that preview down our effing throats.
Oh, I kept seeing it.
And I was ridiculous. Just like, what is going on here? This 40-year-old woman's playing a high school boy and no one's talking about it.
Yeah, it was just...
That's what we should do with Johnny Depp and Aquaman 2. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I mean, just reverse it, and I'd be fine with it. But it was just like, oh man, I don't know. I mean, I know what my qualms were with it, but it was just like, why would that even get like, how
I have too many qualms with it.
how terrible of a show are we willing to make at this point?
I haven't seen it. I've only seen the previews, but it seems like it's just like a high school drama, but they
put a 40-year-old woman as the lead, and it's supposed to be a teenage boy.
And no one talks about it.
It's not like it's a trans boy.
Yeah.
It's a...
Which, hey, power. But, I mean, they're not going to talk about it. Power trans.
Power trans.
I mean...
We don't care.
We just don't care.
If you want me to go to a rally or something, I'm too lazy.
A cool part of the movie was when the Birdman, Hawkman,
terrible name.
When Dr. Fate,
you're getting good at this, buddy.
When Dr. Fate dies and Hawkman's fighting the bad guy.
Oh, that was Beast.
Yeah,
that was Super Beast.
And Hawkman took his mask, and there's like a billion Hawkmans, and you're like, at first he's getting killed, and you're like, oh no, and then he's a fake one. And then you're like, oh, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Then you know what? I thought that was cool.
I liked Hawkman.
And you know what sucked? Is when Dr. Fate, who's been in it for all of
that was my favorite one, too.
Yeah, he was cool. Dr. Fate was cool. And then his mask disappears, which I guess
Which is dumb as hell, too, comic book-wise. I mean, like, that mask should not be going nowhere. It's not like it dies with Dr. Fate. The mask is what gives Dr. Fate power. Whoever puts on the mask is Dr. Fate.
It's like Green Lantern. Like, he's got the thing.
It's the ring.
Yeah.
It's the ring.
And it's like, that's why you have powers, bro. Because you got
And then
mask.
It turns into dust like some damn Thanos just snapped it out of existence. Like, come on.
That's lame.
Come on.
You were cool, and then you were lame.
Yeah, I mean, like, come on. I'm sick and tired of these. Honestly, bro, get me to direct a freaking superhero movie. All you have to do, this shit has been written in stone
for years. I
mean, 50, 60, 70. I don't know how old Spider-Man is, but all you got to do to get, like, the people excited is follow the comic book.
You know what?
Take a line right out of the comic book. I don't give a damn.
I mean, obviously the comics slap. I've never read them, but...
Me neither.
But... people love them. They've made tons of movies and tons of money. You know what the most important part is? Is a bad guy who slaps. It's all about the bad guy. I like the
anti-hero.
The anti-hero was good. Wait, you mean like a hero like that kills people? Oh.
And like the Deadpool.
Okay. I thought you didn't like Deadpool.
I love the movies Deadpool. I'm just worried about Deadpool 3.
Why? Too much Ryan Reynolds?
You can never have enough Ryan Reynolds. That's not what I'm saying, bro. That's not what I'm saying.
You can have too much Ryan Reynolds.
I'm saying that his sense of humor is repetitive, and just like we're saying with everything that we've been saying, that the repetition scares me. But did I love Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2? Absolutely.
Dude, I've heard your repetitive sense of humor for 13 years.
I don't have 13.
I didn't think you were funny for the first 13. But after 13, you turn funny, and it still hits.
All right. But I don't make movies.
But you just said you could.
My friends don't like my sense of humor.
Then why are they your friends?
They're the only ones I got.
They must like something about you. You don't have much more than your sense of
I
humor.
know. I'm a dud outside of it.
All right. I think that's about the end of my notes. Oh, I also wrote, this was hard to explain, but it was funny at the moment when we were watching it. But when she goes, so Hawkman, who's played by
Anthony Mackie. Well, I don't know. It's not an actor like we should know.
But we've seen him before. You've seen the guy before. Anyways.
I don't know why you even.
Nice, beautiful Jack Black man. And beautiful Jack Black man. And he's still hating on Black Adam, played by The Rock. And he goes to the woman and he says, I can't remember what he says, but he's like, be careful out there. You know, you're not
much of a be so tough.
Yeah.
I told you not to write this down.
All right, never mind.
He goes, no, we got to now. He goes, he goes, you can't be a hero
killing people
with that darkness.
And she goes, it's dark heroes like him that saved our world.
And I turned to John and I said, that guy's way darker than The Rock.
Yeah, oh my goddamn Black Adam played by The Rock.
He's a Hawaiian dude. Yeah. This guy had beautiful
black skin.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he was beautiful. That's why I had to preface him.
I don't know about that one.
No, that one might not hit.
Oh, man.
You would have had to be there.
No, I think that's funny still.
Watch the movie and you'll get it. All right. Do you have a new rating?
6.8.
Wow, you really dropped.
I was at 7.4. I dropped 0.6 points.
I'll stick with my 6.6, so we'll average it at 6.7. It's
I like
definitely
that
in the
better.
6s. I think 5 is kind of my limit to where you're in the 6s. Like, if I give something a 5.9, don't even bother watching that shit at home. What's the worst movie you've seen?
I almost want to stick with Open Waters.
Open Water was bad, but I have one that we watched that I think was the worst movie of all time.
Let's hear it.
New Mutants.
That was a 5.2.
Yeah,
I mean, if
Open
anything.
Water.
New Mutants almost seems like a
parody.
like a dream that I want to wake up from, but I can't. Like a haze. Like that shit was so terrible.
Bad. Though, I mean, because we'll never
God,
watch it.
it's so easy to make such a shitty fuck.
It's amazing that shit got made.
I know.
That movie was so bad.
People got to be clipping it together and being like, "Oh, this movie is shit."
Yeah,
and
and
they know.
We
all
only
the way
went to
through.
see it because it was connected to Marvel and X-Men, and we were like, "Oh, maybe."
Did you
this
watch
will be
that,
a cool start or something?
That movie with Kevin Hart? I don't even remember the name. And he's like a dad, and he's got Mark Wahlberg as like his party buddy.
No.
It's shit, and like the ratings are terrible. Like it's like,
Is it new?
yeah, it's brand new. It's like, I mean, Netflix is so freaking like huge now that like it'll be like
Spit out
top
shit.
of the charts. It'll be like #1 on the charts.
Have you seen Red
This-
Notice? Or I think it's Red Notice. It's got Ryan Reynolds, Gal Gadot, praise God, and
The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah,
Have you seen it?
yeah.
Never saw it. I didn't know anyone who had seen it. I didn't know anyone who had seen
That
it.
was not a bad movie.
Was it good?
Nah.
Well, I was only asking.
No, it was decent.
Okay.
It's in the 7s.
Okay, maybe I have to watch it. But I was only asking because it was like top of the charts, most watched movie of all time for the year, and I hadn't met anyone who's watched it.
I've watched it, so nice to meet you. My name's Zach Knight.
My dogs have watched it. I put it on for them one day.
Oh yeah, they woke up mad that next day. Oh yeah, but what is the movie called? It's called Me Time, and so Kevin Hart plays this dad who gets too engulfed in like his kids.
Yeah.
And he's like at schools and shit, and then like he's at the school and he's like involved and everything, and then he douches Mark Wahlberg, who is like a party guy. Like he's Mark Wahlberg's
They were friends?
50. They were best friends,
Ah.
and Mark Wahlberg's like 55 years old now. It skips like 15 years into the future.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows how old Mark Wahlberg is? Still looks so.
Seems right.
Yeah, but like that dude is
Handsome.
ancient,
Oh.
handsome as well.
Ancient as well.
I mean, damn,
and
bro.
The movie just sinks.
Yeah, all those celebrities got baby blood injections and they stay young forever.
Have you seen a show called C? It's on Apple TV.
I haven't seen it.
It just sounds funny. I was on a trip with Jordan Wren, and he goes, "Have you seen C?" And I go, "No." And he explains to me the plot for 30 minutes. I swear. And
I'd be like, please shut up.
I'm listening. Probably not that long, but I'm listening, and he's talking about it, and he goes, all that to say,
It's not that great.
it's not very good. I was like, are you kidding
I'd
me?
be like, bro, were we just trying to waste time? I could have like had my earbuds in right now. What's going on with my YouTube?
You're getting spammed by
69mega.com.
You must have clicked on some weird shit, Chief.
You already know.
All right, well, if anyone's actually listening to this, we are done with Black Adam. We gave it a 6.7. And if you have any recommendations, because movies kind of suck ass these days, I would definitely watch something old and love to review it if you give me something new. And you got anything to say, Chief?
I love all the fans.
Love the fans. We love you.
Even if they don't even exist at this point.
I still have fun doing this with...
This was such a blast.
It
We
was a
went
blast.
for an hour and 6 minutes.
Wow. Watched a movie for 2 hours that sucked, and we talked about it for an hour and 6.
I honestly give us shitty movies to review.
Yeah.
Because we really love to talk chaps.
What was it? Oh, one of the worst movies I ever saw was called... Andrew gave it to me. It was by the people who made...
Oh, man.
Oh, what's that scary movie that everyone loved?
There Will Be Blood.
No, scary movie that came out last year. It was like a culty film.
Oh, it was called like Instant Burpintism.
Midsommar.
Yeah. It was
Hated
stupid.
Midsommar. And Andrew told me about a movie that was made by them that was called like... Not Heritage or something. Something
called,
like Inheritance or... Something like... It sucked. One of the worst movies I've ever seen. So, I'd love to review something like that too. Anyways,